what I do. It's my passion.
We want this to be here long after we're gone.
We want to change the culture.
These cats didn't ask to be here. They are all our responsibility.
Services and you could say there's cats in my yard, I don't like them, they're a nuisance. Animal Services would come and trap them and kill them, but that wasn't the solution. That's called the vacuum effect. You move some out of a colony, new ones come in. The only way to keep the colony intact and healthy and well taken care of is to TNR every single cat in that colony. My name is Terry Poulos, and I'm the president of El Paso TNR. Three of us ladies, myself, Rachel Haddad, and Cindy Hernandez, decided let's take this to a higher level, make it a 501c3 so that we could fundraise. We're all 100% volunteer-based. Trap, neuter, return is the only humane way to keep the colony at a minimum. They get spay, neutered, ear-tipped, which is the universal sign that they have been fixed. In 2022, we did 1,457 cats. And this is something that we want to do for generations to come. We want to change the culture.
My name is Rachel Haddad. I am a co-founder of El Paso TNR, and I am the vice president and the volunteer coordinator, as well as the treasurer. El Paso TNR is the only 501c3 nonprofit TNR group in El Paso. We have various positions within the organization that people can volunteer in. They can be a trapper, a transporter, a recovery caregiver. We have throughout the year something called Cat Chat, which is our volunteer orientation. They can come and hear about what we do, how we do it, and how they can get involved. Once they've gone through that volunteer orientation, then we have them fill out a volunteer application. We set them up to shadow one of our veteran trappers. They do also get what we call a TNR kit, and in that kit are potty pads. They get a shower curtain liner that we use, food boats, spoons, forks, a marker, extra latches for the traps, zip ties, and then they get our intake form. We never want to throw somebody out there. We want to equip and empower our volunteers to be educated to know what they're doing.
I'm Sochi Bursiaga. I am a volunteer. I started off as a volunteer and became a board member. I handle the marketing and communication side of El Paso TNR. Content creation for our social media. I'm also doing like educational materials, looking for fundraising opportunities. But on the other side, I actually do some of the emails and communications on that note to getting people into our system to eventually either facilitate TNR on their own or get them connected with volunteers. We're all really passionate about it, and I think it takes up a lot more time than we probably expect it to, but it's all with like good intention too. We want it to grow and we want to help the people. My fellow board members inspired me a lot, seeing them do it. And even if you're not passionate about cats, it's about helping the community and solving a problem and creating a positive impact.
My favorite part by far is the return process and going into a neighborhood that I've been to and I see nothing but ear-tipped kitties. Anywhere I go, even if it's areas that I've never been in, when I see that ear tip, it reminds me that, we're not alone and that there's people out there that we don't know that care just as much as we do. One thing that I do stress is anytime I hear trap and release, it's not release. Release, you give you give that misconception that you can just release that cat anywhere, which is not what you want to do. Imagine being put in a box yourself where you can't see anything anywhere, and they just dump you somewhere, and you don't know the language, you don't know the climate, you don't know anything, and you're supposed to survive. Can you? Absolutely, but it's extremely overwhelming. It's extremely stressful, as opposed to if they just left you where you knew that's your environment, you're going to thrive in it. My hopes is that one day, it's probably not going to happen in my lifetime, but TNR is just something normal that happens in every neighborhood. Hey, you know what? I saw this new cat. Oh, let's get it done. Where have you seen it spotted? So that way we can get together with that house and let's fix that cat. So that way we can stabilize the population. That is really what I would love to see. I would love for TNR just to be something in everybody's vocabulary. Not only is it helpful for the neighborhood, but it's helpful for the cats, and everybody's in harmony that way. That is really what I would love to see, and I know it can happen. Again, probably not in my lifetime, but I know in the future, and it's got to start somewhere. So it starts here in El Paso at least.